So I'm here today in Seoul to try some spicy food, have a little bit of culture, and have some dessert. This place behind me is Ojugine, and it's a place that serves spicy Korean chicken soup. It's a hot day, so I'm still going off that myth that eating hot food on a hot day will cool you down somewhat. We'll see. So this is Ojugine, a restaurant in Ikseondong. I didn't realise I was here again actually. I do like coming to Ikseondong quite a lot when I go to Korea. So it's a pleasant surprise because afterwards I can just find something nice to drink or some dessert. But yeah, so I've opted for the small spicy chicken, and that's 30,000 won, and I've ordered some sujebi to go with that and some rice, and afterwards I'm probably going to get some fried rice with that just to tie the meal off quite nicely. And of course there's an assortment of banchan. There's some dak-meungtang there, which looks very fresh, very inviting. Something wobbly here. I think this one's acorn jelly. Looking forward to trying that one. Of course, there's also some kimchi and what looks to be pickled garlic. Yum. So I've got my apron, and the reason for that is because of the soup, the spicy chicken soup. Definitely don't want to get that all over me, and I've got a feeling that will probably splash a little bit, but the ladies just put the gas on, so just have to wait until it cooks. So I'm just going to try the soup first. It's boiling like crazy and my mouth's watering. Oh, really tasty, really rich, deep flavors, a little bit spicy. Maybe it gets spicy the more I eat. Yeah, it gets a little bit more spicy, yeah, very delicious. First thing I'll try is the sujebi. Now this is like the dough of the noodle, but not made into a noodle. Very chewy, quite tasty actually. It's got a little bit of the soup that's sort of infused with it a little bit, coated it. Very, very nice. Good texture. I'm glad I chose that to accompany the meal. Here's the chicken. Now, I've noticed that a lot of the chicken is on the bone, so I have to be careful whilst I'm eating it. Not sure what piece of chicken that was, what meat, but it was tender. It was a little bit juicy, and it's retained a lot of the flavour of the soup. Yeah, very delicious. So whilst it's bubbling away, I'll try some of the banchan. This is the dak-meungtang, which is radish kimchi. I think this one's freshly made. It's very light, it's not really strong, not really tangy. Delicious. Kimchi. Again, I think the kimchi is freshly made. Yeah, very tasty, as you'd expect. And I'll try the more interesting sort of dish, which is the acorn jelly. Interesting texture. It's like a jelly that you can eat, but it's more savoury style. Got a little bit of spices in there on the top, some chili. Is it soy sauce? Not sure. Yeah, very nice accompaniment to the meal. Quite unusual, not try that before, but I'll have it again. So I ordered the rice, and it's come in this metal bowl, which is super hot. Rice looks quite good. I'm going to add that to the soup and see how that goes. Yeah, very tasty. Rice is good quality, freshly made. Yeah, not bad. So I've left this cooking for quite a while, and the chicken's got a little bit more tender, more of the flavour's gone in there. It's actually much more tastier now. It is a hot day today, it's 25 degrees outside, but the restaurant's quite cool, which I appreciate, and the heat of the soup isn't really heating me up either, which is a nice thing. As you can see, the consistency of the soup's changed from the start. It's reduced down a lot, and I think maybe it's because of the potato and the reduction that it's getting actually a lot thicker. That's a lot richer and deeper in colour than when I first started eating it. So I finished most of the pot of the soup and the chicken. They've just left, they've just put a little bit of this in here because the rest of it they've taken away, and they're going to mix in some fried rice and bring that back to the table. Yeah, not full yet, but I think I will be after this. The rice is cooking away. The lady said to put it on the lowest heat so it doesn't burn, and I can see just now that it's starting to bubble through some of the sauce, and yeah, this looks delicious. So again, this is steaming hot because the rice has just been cooked on there. Yeah, it's delicious. The rice, I think I could do with cooking that a little bit further, make it a bit more crispier, but it's full of the flavour of the soup, and there's some gim in there, there's some spring onions it looks like, or chive, not quite sure, but yeah, it's full of flavour, it's absolutely delicious. Perfect end to this meal. So I'm going to try a bit of culture now, and I'm going to visit somewhere a little bit different. I just walked down Seosulla-gil, this little street where there's the city wall there that goes across. Really cool little area, nice vibes. Got myself a little caricature picture done. I think she's done me justice. I really appreciated her art skills. And yeah, this place is called Heritage Club that I've ended up in, just on the off chance. I don't know anything about it, but it looked inviting. And yeah, I like the vibe. It's got sort of the old slate roof, the traditional style Korean building, and yeah, very nice. Lots of people are just chilling and enjoying their time here. But yeah, ordered myself an oat latte and a carrot cake, so I'll see it when it comes, and hopefully it's very delicious. This oat latte was 6,500, which for Korea is about right, I guess. Looks really pretty, and it comes on this like denim sort of placemat. Very, very cool. Just give this a try. Oh, yeah, really good. Very refreshing, quite nutty in flavour. Yeah, I like this one. So the carrot cake looked quite impressive when it was in the display, but it's kind of fallen over. If you can imagine this standing up straight, it actually looked really good. Still looks good. As you can see, there's several layers there with cream in the middle, and I can see the bits of carrot running through. Let's give that a try. Very creamy, but the cream is really light. It's quite fresh. There's some nuts in there. I'm not sure if I can taste the carrots over all the cake and the other components, but yeah, it's very nice, very moist, quite delicious, not too sweet, just right. So yeah, I don't know much about this area. I mean, it's next to Ikseondong, so I know that area quite well. But this area, I've done a bit of research and looked online, and apparently it's the next up-and-coming place, the next hip sort of area, which is pretty much everywhere in Korea, if you believe social media. This particular cafe, I really like it. I don't think it's anything amazing, anything special, but it's got a good vibe, and the coffee's really, really good. Cake is delicious, and the price is quite reasonable considering Ikseondong's just over there, and there's a lot of choice, a lot of competition, so yeah, not bad. So I've come to Matcha in Myeongdong, about half an hour walk from where I was. I've certainly worked up a sweat, and it's just as well because I've ordered this matcha ice cream latte. I think the ice cream started to sink a little bit into the drink itself, but I'll just try the matcha first. Well, with a bit of coffee on there. Oh wow. Yeah, it's really nice. It's quite bitter. But it goes, maybe that's more of the coffee. It goes really, really well together, not overly sweet. Yeah, quite delicious, quite refreshing. And yeah, the appearance is certainly quite appealing, especially on a hot day like today. I think they're being quite generous with the ice cream because putting the straw in it goes quite, well, there's a lot of resistance in there. Very nice. I can tell that the coffee is good quality. It's not as bitter as I normally like. It's more of the somewhere in between fruity, like acidic and bitter, quite mellow. Very, very tasty, works really well with the matcha ice cream. In terms of comparisons with anything else, the only thing I can compare this with is sujiri, and I'm not quite sure which one's better. I love sujiri. Maybe this one is slightly better, not quite sure. In terms of the quality and flavour, I think it's up there at least. Yeah, I do really like this, and I definitely recommend you visiting Matcha if you like your matcha and if you're here on a hot summer's day in Korea. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention the price. 8,000 Korean won, $8 you'd say, or £4 in the UK, a little bit over £4. Not a bad price, I think, because this is obviously a premium ice cream product with a coffee. Normal ice creams are about 6,500 won if you just want the matcha itself. So yeah, not too bad. I'd opt for the latte anytime. There was one other item in the menu I wanted to try, was the mugwort ice cream latte, but they ran out of that, which was unfortunate. I would have tried that one as well, but you can't go wrong with the matcha. So yeah, that was matcha. Really enjoyed the place. Something really nice and cool on a hot day. What more can you ask for? So yeah, that's noisy bins. So yeah, moving on. I'm gonna have a look for something else. I'm in Myeongdong, so why don't I just enjoy? Last bit of food for the day, and I can't finish better than with a nice big stick of dakkochi. I mean, look at that, it's huge. 5,000 won. Maybe it's a little bit more expensive than normal, but it looks good and it smells great. Let's give it a try. It's supposed to be mild, and it really is mild. Can't taste much spice at all. Very sweet, like a teriyaki sauce. But it's very, very nice, and yeah, that certainly hits the spot. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.